August 29th, 2019. Guys, you're looking at some of the latest satellite images of Hurricane Dorian. Still at 85 miles per hour. But guys, this thing is supposed to overnight become a Cat 2, and then going into Friday night become a Cat 3, and it goes on to become a Cat 4. But it's becoming very large compared to what it was. And if all of this cloud structure that you see pulling in from the south of this, it wraps around this, the range are going to increase, the reach of tropical storm force winds will increase, but we got some steering currents, and that's coming from north to south. I talked about this earlier, and they seem to be picking up, and I think that's why some of the models are putting this thing a little further south, closer to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and the crossing, up in that area. But again, guys, if you look at this thing is getting larger and very tight rotation. The last few frames, you see very high clouds forming. But guys, at 2 o'clock in the morning, this is Thursday night, 2 a.m. in the morning, we're going to have a Cat 5 at 105 miles per hour. And if you look, it doesn't take very long to become Cat 4. So by Friday, 2 p.m., tomorrow afternoon, we've gone from a 2 a.m. Cat 2 to 2 p.m. Cat 3, and by Sunday at 2 p.m. a Cat 4. The only thing I disagree about in this model is that it slams ashore as a 4. Now here again, 105 miles an hour tonight. That means it will have to strengthen by 20 miles per hour sustained winds. But the hurricane hunters are looking at this. Now, Friday, again, 2 p.m., Cat 3. Now, what I'm disagreeing with on this map is that you remember earlier when this was a Cat 3 slamming ashore, and then it became a Cat 1 as it got into the center of the Florida Peninsula. It's going to take a lot longer for that 4 to go to that 1. You may have a Cat 2 is what I'm saying as it crosses there, and the longer it stays on shore, the quicker it will weaken. Here's the models as of 6:30 p.m. tonight. And you've got a lot of them still coming into the coast, slamming in there as a Cat 4, and then pulling north. Most of the models stay ashore or hang out on the east coast as we go up. The Navy model does have it crossing into the Gulf of Mexico, not for very long, but that could be enough to really pick up more moisture and a little more strength. This is the Canadian model. Notice it comes ashore, goes straight north, and then rakes the entire U.S. East Coast. See that? Keeping part of itself in the water to pick up more moisture. Now, Navy model, NavGem. This one shows it. Hit the Florida Peninsula, again, very strong storm. And then as it goes north, and we'll look at the whole thing, as it goes north, it enters into the Gulf of Mexico. I'll back that up. But notice that dip as it came out somewhere probably in the Orlando, Sarasota area right there, and it's offshore. Now, these models are going to change, but there's nothing we can do but put up the information that we're seeing. Each day they've changed. Now, will this thing strengthen past a Cat 4? It's going to be hard to say. But guys, I'm watching the updates tonight. Don't worry about it, but it's a heads up. Be safe.